Hi guys, let's talk, all right? Recently, I have been going through some issues with body image, weight fluctuation, all of those amazing things you get to deal with as a young 20-year-old for the rest of your life. I think weight fluctuation and body image issues are something that most women, I would say some men, but mostly women, kind of go through. And our bodies weren't meant to look the way we looked when we were 16. It took me a couple of years to realize that, but I'm here. I've just been kind of going through it and I want to talk with you guys about it, be open, be vocal about it, because it's so common for our weight to change throughout the years and for us to weigh more or less, and it's hard as an individual to come to terms with the fact that your body isn't going to look the same. I know personally, like, I've been harping on myself tremendously as of recent because I don't have the body that I used to have. But before we get into all of that, I just want to give, like, if you've never been to my channel before, I just want to give like a brief rundown on kind of my history with weight, my history with my diet, and all that fun jazz, okay? So back in 2020, I posted my big like weight loss video, no pun intended. I lost a pretty significant amount of weight. I lost 40 pounds, and that was after gaining the freshman 30. Yeah, I doubled it. Y'all are doing 15? I'm putting in the extra work and doubling it. So during that time, I kind of just ran through how I really switched up my diet. I created a really solid routine of working out, and life was good. I was a skinny queen. Okay, not actually, but like, I mean, yes, that was one of the benefits of it, but it was more about my health. So after I posted that video, I had a pretty good relationship with like my diet, the gym, I kept at it. And then this summer, I really just kind of fell off of my routine, but I don't regret it. I was able to travel. I actually spent a month in Hawaii over the summer. If you haven't seen my videos, go watch those. But I did like a work exchange. I was going to California over the weekends and just doing a lot of traveling, spending time with my friends, and like just living life and not worrying about keeping up a strict workout routine and making sure that my diet is consistently gluten-free and healthy. No, I was like, I want to live, I want to eat, I want to go out to restaurants with my friends and have a good time. And now that I think about it, like, when I think back to the time that I spent in Hawaii or going to Newport over the 4th of July or spending 2 weeks in Palm Springs, when I think of those moments 5 years from now, I am not gonna remember what my body looked like. I'm just gonna remember the experiences that I had and how much fun I had getting lit with my friends. And I think that's something that we forget a lot of times, especially when you're in the moment. You're so wrapped up in this idea that, oh my God, I don't have the perfect body. Like, I'm gonna be going to the beach with my friends and I'm not as like toned as I used to be. I have like a little bit of, my guts sticking out a little bit because I just ate a giant plate of pasta. I don't know. So yeah, basically I traveled a lot. Chunky Serena slowly made her return. I had my fun, I did my thing, but then I'm left with a little bit of weight. I think something that I've just been struggling with is accepting the fact that I'm going to gain and lose and gain and lose. That's just how my body was built. I'm not the person who maintains the same figure. And also, while I was traveling a lot, I didn't go to the gym once. I think I went to the gym twice over the summer, and I wouldn't even count it because I literally would show up, go on the treadmill for about 30 minutes and be like,
I'ma just lay back and cry, taking a moment to rest.
Like I said, I just kind of neglected that part of my life, but I was also relaxing. I didn't want to be too hard on myself about that, because I think sometimes when you put so much importance on your body and how you look and maintaining routine solely for superficial reasons, it really kind of starts to tweak with your brain a little bit. And I think it really makes you prioritize things that don't matter as much, things that don't make you a good person, things that don't create relationships with people. You're just kind of prioritizing how you look to the outside world. And I think there's just a good balance that you have to have between the two. So anyways, so I gained the weight, maybe up to like 10 pounds. And you know what I love? I gain weight in all of the great places. In my face, in my arms, in my stomach. All the places that a girl wants to gain weight. When school started again, I noticed a lot of my clothes weren't fitting as well. My shorts were a little tight. They would not zip up. So I just decided I wanted to create a better routine, and I'm gonna go way more into detail about how I lost and am losing the weight right now. I'm gonna have like another weight loss video, but I just kind of wanted this video to serve the purpose of, let's just talk about body image and like how it seems like no matter what weight you are at, you were never really happy with how you look. When I look at my body, I always look back 3 months prior and I'm like, oh, I looked so good then, like I was so toned, whatever. But then those 3 months ago, I looked at 3 months prior to that and I was like, oh girl, I look so good now. It's like I'm never happy with how my body looks. And so while on this journey to kind of like lose this weight that I gained, I really just want to accept and love my body at every stage, because it really doesn't help to look at myself in the mirror and be like, girl, like, oh my God, you look so gross. Like, that is going to do nothing for me. And I think it's hard to tweak your brain and love yourself at every point. Trust me, there are days that I look in the mirror and I'm like, when did that happen? Things that I want to do on this journey, and if you are struggling with, you know, weight gain, weight loss, whatever, and we can all kind of like do together, is just accepting my body for how it is and accepting the fluctuations. So that begins with not keeping the same pair of jeans that I've had since freshman year and being upset when I don't fit in those, because what's the point in doing that? I think it's a good idea to buy clothes that fit you at that time. Because what is the point of keeping a pair of jeans that are 4 years old and being like, well, when I get to this weight, and then I can wear them. It's like, no, wear the things that fit and flatter your body right now, because you're gonna feel the most comfortable in that. If you were trying to squeeze into these jeans that fit you 4 years ago and they don't button, you're just gonna be upset. Woo! What's up, suckers? Sorry for the weird angle. I have zero space in my room. Literally, this is all I've got. Also, I lost like all of the footage that I got to kind of wrap up my whole little spiel that I was going on, so I didn't want to leave y'all hanging. I have notes. Okay. Going forward, I just want to create a routine. I want to create a routine that I like, that benefits me, not something that I feel like I have to do, but something that I want to do for my body and my moment. Oh, stop body checking. Every time I walk by a mirror, I feel the need to like lift up my shirt, look at my stomach. I do it especially after I eat, because I'm like, oh my God, look at how bloated I am. That's natural. I saw this thing on Pinterest where it was like this girl's body at 8 a.m. and at 8:05 a.m. after she has like a piece of toast. Bloating is natural. It's very natural. So I'm just gonna try to make a conscious effort to stop doing that, because it becomes obsessive and unhealthy. I would say one thing that's a little odd, but actually like really helped me, was looking towards like celebrities that are kind of going through the same thing, because I think as humans, we like to relate to people. We like to see people that are going through the same thing as us. So one person that I really like resonated with was Selena Gomez. She did an interview where she talked about how her weight tends to fluctuate quite a bit.
At Vera Wang 2015 Met Gala. I fluctuate a lot with my weight. And I remember this night specifically, I didn't feel good about my body. So what was really amazing was that I actually got a chance to work on the dress that fit my body. That was one of the moments where I was like, I don't have to be that 19-year-old body shape anymore, because I'm not.
And I think it's just cool seeing somebody as like hot and talented as Selena Gomez being like, girl, yeah, my weight fluctuates. I'm struggling with it. I'm struggling with body image. I think it's cool that she's so open about stuff like that, because I'm pretty sure most celebrities deal with weight issues, but she's the only one who's talking about it, so. And then last but not least on my little set of notes, taking the process slowly. Being on like a weight loss journey, I kind of hate that word, honestly. It sounds like I'm on like a little scavenger hunt or something. No, I'm just trying to get my body right. I know there are a lot of like fad diets and fast ways that you can lose a lot of weight, but they are just not sustainable at all. And trust me, I've been there where I thought, let me just skip a meal this day or whatever, and like, you know, that'll make up for the fact that I ate so much this day, and it never works. You just end up binging, and it's, so yeah, just taking the process slowly, because it's fun, okay? It is fun, like seeing the progress and seeing how well you're doing. And also, this is another thing that I was thinking of, just not taking myself too seriously during this, because I think something, especially after like COVID and everything, like people have just been taking life so seriously. And it's like, if I want to make fun of my weight, I can. And I know some people are a little like sensitive to that, and that's you, that's all you. But for me, I think getting through this, like making jokes about how chunky I was a couple months ago is like cathartic for me. It's good for me, and I think sometimes you have to make fun of yourself. I think people tend to take themselves a little too seriously. So I want to have fun with this process, I want to take it slow, and I want to continue to live my life and have a good time. But yeah, that's all I got for this week. So I'll see you guys soon when I come out with the full weight loss video. And feel free to comment, you know, if you're feeling anything similar, if you have any tips, tricks, whatever. I just love talking to you guys, and I'd love to hear what you got to say. So yeah, I will see you guys next week with another video.
I dare you to hate me supreme with the sound through the stereo. So turn it up loud when you hearing us. We live and it's good in your area. My mama proud, she tearing up and it's going down. Got your girl aroused by these massive stacks like 100 pounds.